averages would come into play here. We've had so many of these games and opportunities, some against some outstanding teams, and put ourselves right on the threshold of victory, and we've been coming up short. So I thought we did a really good job defensively in the second half. In the first half, they were 7 for 12 from 3, and they banked one in, they threw one in at the buzzer. I mean, they just had shots fall that if you were asking me, is that the kind of shot we want them to shoot, the answer would have been yes. And in the second half, they went 0 for 8, which is more what we were hoping for throughout the game.
Warren obviously, wasn't a huge factor in the first half, at least, on the scoreboard anyway. Did you change how you attacked in the second half, or what did you do?
No, in the first half he got in foul trouble. He didn't play as much. Twice this has happened to us. Des Wells got in foul trouble at Maryland, didn't play, and then had 21 in the second half. Here, Warren, I think, got 16 in the second half, 16 or, no, I think 19. 19 in the second half.
Just an example of a quality player taking over? Or?
Yeah, we struggle to stop guys who really know how to score. Almost everybody's leading scorer has a big game against us. And the only time that didn't happen, we won the game. We were able to hold Marcus Page down in Carolina. But since that time, the other team's best player, we key on him. We actually, in the last 2 games, have been putting a different jersey on Sheldon McClellan in practice with the other player's uniform number on it, so that everybody knows who we have to stop. But our defense is not as good as that player's offense.
Could you just talk about how critical Ross and Turner's 16 in the first half was, and then also the three-point shooting in general in the first half?
Well, I thought the three-point shooting in the first half was a huge key for them. They came out looking for threes, they made threes, and that gives your team a lot of confidence and gives you a little bit of a cushion. They got up by 6 and everybody played pretty relaxed. Not until we got it back within a basket, 49-46, with just a few minutes to go, did I feel like we had defended well enough to win the game. But then Warren either scored the bucket or got fouled and made all of his free throws.
Going back to the play that Chris had mentioned where Manu ended up getting the ball back, the layup. When a play like that happens, as a coach, do you think, hey, maybe things are turning for us?
Well, I kept telling the players beforehand, we have to continue to believe in ourselves, and we've really had some bad luck. When a really good free throw shooter like Manu misses free throws, that's just unfortunate. Because, I told them before the game, I want them back at the foul line. I think we've got good free throw shooters if we keep attacking. We did it in the first half. We did it pretty much throughout the game, and we shot 69% from the foul line today. But we're very capable. Early in the year, we were shooting great from the free throw line.
Offensive rebounding in the second half seemed like was that an emphasis at halftime?
It's been for our big guys. We've really. Our big guys don't really score with their back to the basket, so the best way for them to score is off the offensive boards.
I know it's a matter of bounces sometimes, but when you see Swope miss 2 dunks, do you see that trying too hard? What do you see there?
The first one he missed, he was so far away from the basket. I was surprised he tried to dunk that. He must have thought he was a little closer. The second one he got fouled on, so it's hard to make that dunk when you get fouled.
Sometimes basketball just makes shots at the end, and you, as you alluded to at the start, seem a little unlucky in that regard. Is this?
Well, there's very little that separates 2 teams in a very close game. One defensive stop, one extra possession, one made free throw, and a good example would have been Rafael Akpajuri did a great job of getting to the offensive boards, Manu missed the shot, but had Raphael just tipped that in, it wouldn't have been a foul. We just got the bucket. He came down with it, and they fouled him. So now he's got to make 2 free throws to tie the game. He was able to make the first, and the second one just rimmed out. I mean, the kid deserves a lot of credit for getting to the offensive boards and putting himself in a position to help tie the game and put it into overtime. But unfortunately, he missed the second free throw.
Jim, you don't get much time. You got to obviously now Florida State on Monday. Is that what this team needs sometimes, just to get right back out there and maybe not dwell on some of these tough losses?
I don't think you know that until Monday night when you're playing. You know, sometimes you need rest, sometimes you need to play again. I mean, we've been playing so many of these close games. I think the guys think somehow it's been, you know, written. Like it's predetermined we're going to be in a game right down to the bitter end. But it's not true. You got to play well enough to be in that position. And we've done enough good things, put ourselves in position to win. The other team has done 1 or 2 things better. You know, they've had one player step up and make some incredible baskets or free throws at the end.
Just rank the worst of them was obviously a last second, you know, came right to the last second. You had Syracuse at theirs last few seconds, Florida State here last minute. I mean, how do you, any of them rank any worse than the others?
Yeah, I rank wins and losses. Wins are always the same, counts as 1. Losses the same, counts as 1. Ryan said it best. I mean, we could turn around and win 8 in a row and everybody would be talking about us at the beginning of March. You know, it's not that much that separates you. And look at what Carolina did. They were, I think, 1 and 4. Now they're 5 and 4. They've gone on a nice streak. Oh, teams do that. Hopefully, we'll be that team in the next game.
Again, Kelly, I'm sorry, for 6 minutes and won the other. How close is he to getting back? Any idea?
I practiced last 2 days, so Eric Swope has earned that spot now. So James is going to have to be patient and work his way back into the rotation.
Are you superstitious at all? You change ties and jackets and shirts?
I don't throw them away. I try not to wear the tie the color of or the suit the color of the opponent. So I didn't want to wear a red suit or a red tie today.
Thank you, sir.